David, I find this fascinating because, I've interviewed defense attorneys before, for example, O.J. Simpson's defense attorney, and they characterize what they do in very detached, they sort of don't like getting into the ethics of it. They basically say everyone needs a defender. I am that defender. I am a cog in a machine. I am doing a job, a very important job that a free society needs to be done. But when I listen to Tamar speak, I almost feel like there is an ethical component there that getting in touch with her client and finding the goodness in even the most evil people is part of what she gets out of her job. Do you have any thoughts about those two different motivations?
Sure. I mean, the case that formed my first terrorism experience was simultaneous bombings of two American embassies in East Africa, one in Kenya, one in Tanzania. 225 people were killed. There were thousands of people who were injured in those attacks, some of them very, very seriously injured. And I remember meeting my client for the first time. He was a young man in his mid-20s. He was from the island of Zanzibar, off Tanzania, and I didn't know what I'd expect. And what I found was a person who spoke passable English, who was polite, who was grateful for the efforts being made on his behalf. And that was a case where the death penalty was really the only issue. Were they going to kill this guy?
I'm still in touch with the client. I mean,
Really?
I'm in touch with his family. I'm in touch with him.
Why? What's the nature of your relationship now?
He asks me questions. I answer his questions. He wants a book. I'll give him a book. He needs some money to buy something. I'll give him some money to buy something. He's locked down in the Supermax out in Colorado. And I told the guy, I made a promise to him that I would never walk away from it. And I'd always be there, and always be someone he could count on. And we made those promises, and I've kept mine, and he's kept his.